it would become a reality. In November, what happens? Abraham Lincoln is elected. And shortly after that, on December 20th, 1860, South Carolina would be the first state to secede from the federal union. This will also be the driving force for Major Anderson and his men under the dark night sky to leave Fort Moultrie across the way on Sullivan's Island and come over to Fort Sumter. The following day, the secessionists will take Fort Moultrie. And fast forward to April of 1861, 6 more states have joined South Carolina to form the Confederacy with Jefferson Davis as their president. Now, Anderson and his men, they are still here, but their provisions are very low. Lincoln has sent a ship their way, but it would not make it in time. General Beauregard of the Confederacy and a former student of Anderson's, he sends word that they must evacuate. Anderson says, no thank you. He says, we've got orders to stay, but we'll be out of those supplies soon. And on April 11th, Beauregard, he gives the ultimatum. He says, that's it, time's up. Leave, or we will be forced to fire. And with that, on April 12th at 4:30 in the morning, the first shot would be fired from Fort Johnson, bursting above us, signaling the start of the Civil War and forever changing the trajectory of our nation. After 34 hours, Anderson and his men, they will evacuate Fort Sumter and they will take down the flag, never knowing if or when it would fly again. Over the next several years, the Union will watch the Confederate flag fly high over Fort Sumter. There'll be anywhere from 200 to 500 men protecting it from the Union, with a third of those men being enslaved. In 1863, Lincoln will issue the Emancipation Proclamation, stating that all persons held as slaves within the rebellious states are and henceforward shall be free. This also begins the enlistment of black soldiers for the Union. Governor John Andrew of Massachusetts, he eagerly opens recruiting offices, and he gains enough men to create not only the 54th, but also the 55th Black Infantry Regiment. Now in July of 1863, that 54th Regiment, they will sustain heavy casualties in a bloody battle on Fort Wagner over a mile away on Morris Island. They will show their bravery, skill, and determination to fight for their citizenship. And though they are outnumbered and they must retreat, this is a momentous moment in history. For the first time, this generation of men, they are legally able to fight back upon the injustice that has been brought upon them and their families for the last 80+ years. 2 months later, the Union, they will gain control of Morris Island, and they will spend another 22 months bombarding upon Fort Sumter, chipping away at it brick by brick. It wouldn't be until February of 1865 the Confederacy will leave Charleston, leave its surrounding areas, end its defenses. The bloodiest war in American history, with over 700,000 deaths, is coming to an end. And along with it, slavery. On April 14th, 1865, now retired Major General Anderson, he will return to Fort Sumter. And for the very first time since the Civil War began, he will raise the same exact flag that he brought down 4 years ago to the day. So I ask you guys, what do you think of when you think of a national park? I want you to keep this place in mind. A man-made fort on a man-made island built by the enslaved people of this country, and how in 4 years we were able to abolish slavery that had existed since we were British colonies. How we freed over 4 million people. Families went from enslavement to citizenship. So Fort Sumter and the events that happened here and surrounding it, it laid the groundwork for our never-ending march toward equality. So thank you guys, enjoy your time here. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Thank you. 3803 yards maximum. Ooh, cans. Okay, now we're going to the other side. Yeah. Oh, California and go. Boston. Wow. Where's that thing to read? Like
It's over there.
how many yards it can?
Oh, it's the same as that one.
Oh,
over there.
they're the same size?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just in different positions.
Oh, wow.
This one's ready to load, that one's loaded and ready to shoot.
Mm-hmm. Just looks like this, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. The wall must be strong.
Not strong enough.
What?
Not strong enough because you shut this place down.
Oh.
For 2 years they shot at it.
Oh, wow. Wow. Powder magazine. Let's go in here. Wow. I want to see the magazine. Oh yeah, look here. There. Hope you got like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
This thing weighs 50,000 pounds.
What?
50,000 pounds.
That is heavy. Oh wow. Maximum 4,800 yards. How about this one? Ooh. The smaller. It ranged 22, 25. It's smaller.
I think all these used to be holes with cannons shooting out of them.
Yeah. How it is compared to the Alamo?
This is
Bigger?
newer than the Alamo.
Oh, okay. But looks like they are kind of. Oh, look. Look how I made it. It's like from the sea. It's like shells.
Shells, yeah.
Siege of Fort Sumter.
Oh, look. I think that's what they're talking about here. If you look close at the wall, there's shells embedded in the brick. I think that wrapping is one.
Phone's ringing, dude. Phone's ringing, dude. Somebody got a call.